Hi guys, Davey here from FunBluff.com, and in this video I'm doing a review on the Papyrus note-taking app available for free from Google Play. This application is still in its beta stage and I'm using it on my Asus Nexus 7. The reason why I point out what device I'm using it on is because Papyrus actually requires you to have a resolution of at least 1280 by 800 in order for it to work, basically meaning tablets or phablets like the Galaxy Note. It won't work on devices like the Galaxy S3, Galaxy Nexus, HTC One X. I've already tried, it just says it's not supported at this time. And the second reason why I point out I'm using Nexus 7 is because my Nexus 7 is a pure Android device obviously, so it didn't come with any pre-installed note-taking applications. And coming from the Galaxy Note 10.1 with S Note, which I did a review on the channel by the way, really felt like I was missing something, and I searched Google Play for a couple of hours until I finally came across Papyrus. And as you guys know, if you guys follow the channel, I only do app reviews on applications that I actually use myself on my own devices. So I'll go ahead and show you why I actually prefer Papyrus to some of the other ones available on Google Play. So when you first open up the application, you're taken to this screen. This is the home screen. From here, you can create a new notebook, create a new note, and go to your settings. So a very simple interface. Now notice that it does have the ice cream sandwich design, which is really nice. So on the left column, you have your home, which basically is what we're looking at. You can go to starred notes. I don't have any notes in here, so it says you have no starred notes. All notes, I don't have any notes. Unfiled notes, and then notebooks. So I'll go ahead and show you each of these little options a little bit later in the video. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and create a new note because this is what you guys wanna see. So first thing you'll notice on the left is to go back to the main menu. It automatically saves when you do that, so I'll just open this same note up again. Right here at the left of, or to the right of this little Papyrus logo, you have the option to name the note. So I'll just name it Note 1, hit OK, and then you have your back and forward option. So if I were to draw something, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drop something really quick, I can just hit back and it goes back. If I go forward, it'll go forward. So pretty simple, you guys know how that works. Right here you have your tool selection, so I could choose from my pen, I could go to the selection tool, and I could go to the eraser. So if I tap the eraser, it'll just erase what I have. If I go to the selection tool really quick, I could select something like this. You just make a lasso around it basically. Whoops. So you make a lasso around it, and it kind of gives you that little effect. You could hit cut, copy, or duplicate. Let's say I just wanted two of these exact shapes. I hit duplicate, I can move it around now, and then hit done when I'm done, and there you go. So pretty cool little tool right there. I want to show you guys the eraser. Now I like the eraser, but then I don't like it. The reason why I like it is because it's really easy to delete or to erase something. So for example, I just go like that and it erases the whole line. So basically, whenever I do a stroke on here, so if I make a square like this with one stroke, the eraser will erase all of it. If I go like this, even if I connect it, it won't. So I'll go ahead and show you that really quick. So the eraser right here deletes the whole, or erases the whole square. Right here, I have to do it, one piece at a time, which is, I don't know. I like it because it makes it faster to erase things, but at the same time, I don't like it because if you're trying to draw something, and let's say, for example, I was trying to draw that square, and I kind of messed up right there, right? I have a little bit hanging off. I don't want to erase that, and going to the eraser, it deletes the whole thing, or erases the whole thing. So kind of inconvenient, but thankfully there is a way around that, and that's called making the color, which right here is the color picker, by the way. You could choose between all these little colors right over here, which are your basic colors, or you could make your own one from this color grid and choose exactly what you want. I'm just gonna go to white. So because I have a white canvas, I could actually draw over it like that, and basically solves my eraser problem. So that's nice. But the one drawback is you can see it right now. My canvas is like a graph paper, and right here where I drew the white over, it erases the canvas also, or covers the canvas up. So it's kind of a solution, but at the same time it's not. I don't know if the developer will add in the option to have two different eraser modes, but not that big of a deal for me right now. Speaking of the canvas, I'll go ahead and go over here to this little settings and then hit page settings. And basically what you could do is you can actually change the canvas. So right now you can see under page type it says graph. If I want to make it like college ruled, I can hit that, hit OK, and boom, you can see it's a college ruled paper background. And there's a bunch of different ones you can choose from. You can do a blank canvas, college ruled, wide ruled, narrow ruled, and then different graphs of different sizes. So that's pretty cool. Next thing is from this page settings option, you have the option to choose your page size. So right now it's on infinite, which basically is one of the main reasons why I really like this application. But if I wanted different sizes, I could actually choose them from here. For now, I'll leave it on infinite. And speaking of infinite, so I'll go ahead and make my color black again. Let's say I run out of room, right? On most note-taking applications, you're pretty much done. You have to create a new note. On here, you can actually use 2 fingers to pan around and continue drawing. So this is infinite. I could keep doing this for days and it'll never run out of room, which is really nice. Now obviously it's going to be kind of hard to see what you're doing after a while. Well, you can just pinch out to zoom and you can see your little creation like that. So that's a cool option. Not only is it infinite canvas like this, you actually also have infinite pages. So say you're taking notes for like math class or whatever and you ran out of room, you don't feel like making your canvas bigger and bigger, because that's going to make it hard to find what you're looking for later. You can actually start a new page. So I hit this little arrow right over here and it starts a new page. As you see, it's the graph paper again, so it's not college ruled or wide ruled like it was earlier, because I didn't change the canvas on this. So every canvas has its own setting. The default right now is set to graph. I'll show you how to change that later. But anyway, I could go like this, start a new page, and if I wanted to make this one bigger, I could do it like that. And as you can see, all of them are still saved. And if I back out of here, you see it says note 1, I'll tap it and all of them are still there. So pretty cool functionality. This is also infinite as well. So I actually put that to the test. I went up all the way to 250 and it didn't stop, so I got bored and stopped doing it. But take my word on it, it is infinite. Really, really cool functionality here. I'll go ahead and go into what's it called? The next option. You could share it. So basically, from here, you could actually export this canvas or the whole note together as a PDF. So if I want to do just this page, I can just hit share, and basically it lets me share it as a PDF via Bluetooth or Gmail. Really cool to be able to do that. Also, if you want to do print something out, for example, you don't want an infinite canvas, obviously. Let's say I wanted a 5x7, hit OK, and now this is a 5x7. How could I tell? When I zoom out, you can see it is a 5x7. Now it makes it a lot easier to share it, to email it to somebody else. Like I said, I could do just this page, or I could do the entire note. If I do the entire note, it's going to share everything. So that is what you can do from within the actual note-taking process. Now from here, you can actually have different options. You could create a new notebook. So like I said, let's say you were doing math notes, you would hit create note or create notebook and then math notes, and you'd put the day, like day 1. So math notes day 1. I made a little notebook. Now it's empty right now. To actually move the note that I just made into here, you press and hold. You can see now I can drag it, drop it right into here. As simple as that. So really easy to do. It's under unfiled notes. There's nothing because I filed it away. All notes obviously is going to appear. If I starred this guy, it'll show up under starred as well. And if I unstar, it's not going to show up. Pretty simple interface, like I said. Nothing too fancy here. Just works. Now it does support stylus, like I said earlier. So I'll go ahead and show you what I mean. So right here, you could actually enable an active pen. So if you have like the Galaxy Note 10.1, you could be using your S Pen, you could be using your HTC Scribe pen, whatever it is. So you don't have to stick with the application that came with your device. Now what's cool is when you have the S or your active pen enabled, your finger touch will have a different input option. So basically right now it's set to the eraser tool. So if you're using your S Pen, for example on the Galaxy Note, you could use your finger and it wouldn't draw on the canvas. Instead it'll erase because it would be set to another tool. Now if you want to change that, you could. You can make it the selection tool, you can make it the erase tool, the pen tool, etc. Also, if your pen has buttons, you could customize what those buttons do with the gestures too. So I'll go ahead and show you the gestures really quick. I don't have an S Pen on me or any kind of stylus, but I'll go ahead and go to the tutorial, and this actually shows you some of the little gestures you can make right here. So once you have active pen and you're holding down the side button, if you swipe up, it'll go to color picker. Swipe to the right or to the left, it's basically undo and forward. And swipe down, it's tool picker, which basically you can choose from your selection tool, your eraser tool, or your pen. So I'll go ahead and back out of here. Let's put it back into portrait mode really quick. Other settings you have from here, like I said, you could change the default page. So right now it's set to graph, like I showed you guys earlier. If I wanted it to be, always a blank canvas, I could do that. And even the page size, I set it to infinite because, like I said, that's really nice to be able to have. But if you don't really like it, you could change it to whatever you want. So very, very customizable, but also at the same time very simple. The settings aren't confusing by any means. There's a tutorial which teaches you everything you want to do, which I showed you earlier, and you can customize the active pen option. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the active pen on for a quick second, and you guys can see now my finger is using the selection tool right now. So my finger is actually not drawing even though I'm on the pen mode because it's expecting me to use the stylus. So to undo that, of course, I have to go back into the settings and uncheck that. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this review on this app. I mean, if you want to delete a note, you just tap delete. If you want to rename it, you tap rename. Pretty simple. I could even delete this whole little notebook like that. So anyways, that's pretty much it for me and this review. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.